Hello and welcome to another update video about Doge. A few people asked me for an update about Doge, but on the long-term chart, looking at our long-term charts. As silver and gold members, you get access to these charts 24/7. So you have live chart access on TradingView to our charts. But today I also want to cover the long-term chart here in a video. And yeah, I mean, we already covered in recent videos the shorter time frame, right? So that hasn't really changed. But looking at the long term, I have revised the long-term chart today. Haven't changed the structure too much, or let's say the direction hasn't changed. The levels, the support levels haven't really changed, and the next upside target also hasn't really changed. What's changed, however, is the wave count. I've introduced an alternative count as well. First of all, when we look at this chart, I have to say it is one of the better charts. I can only, it is what it is. First of all, the Doge chart, nobody needs to like Doge, but it is fact that it's produced higher highs, higher lows throughout several cycles. And it's one of the few charts that actually has been outperforming Bitcoin. Yeah, maybe not in the most impulsive way, but it's certainly not a downtrend like most coins. And also the move to the downside here looks corrective. So maybe Doge is just about to start the next wave to the upside on the Doge BTC chart. Looking at the long term, it's not the it's not the greatest chart, but it's still one of the better altcoin charts. And there are two counts, okay? The yellow count, in my opinion, looks better. The yellow count suggests that there was a wave 1 to the upside into the 2018 highs, a wave 2 pullback, then another third wave to the upside into the 2021 high, then a wave 4 pullback into the bear market lows here last year, and then a wave 5 to the upside. So that's basically projecting a 5-wave move to the upside with a first initial target range between $1.32 and round about $2 in the 5th wave. So this is a count I like. However, the only problem I have with that is that this yellow third wave wasn't quite long enough. The problem I have with this chart is that the beginning is obviously completely unreliable. So I don't really have anything to really base, start a measurement from. I can only start it from the low here, which was basically 0. But it's just not reliable what happened here, okay? It's not like anything that was related to mass sentiment back then. But if I measure that and the target for a third wave, then you see that the third wave, it reached perfectly my minimum target for a third wave, the bare minimum, the 1.236 extension at 73.5 cents. It's not the first ideal target. That would have been the 1.38 extension around $1.60. That wasn't reached. And because that wasn't reached, I have introduced the alternative count in which the third wave is still unfolding. So in the end, it doesn't make a great difference. But in the white count, we are in a more bullish structure. And after the next high, we should see another higher low and another higher high. Whereas in the yellow count, one 5-wave cycle would be completed with the next high, with the next all-time high. In the white count, it takes 2 more highs. So that's the difference, okay? And what happens after 5 waves? Well, a pretty substantial pullback in a corrective pullback should still make a higher low overall, but it would allow for a very, very substantial pullback or crash, yeah? Before then, the next wave to the upside starts. So that's typically what we want to see. A 5-wave pattern to the upside, followed by a 3-wave pullback, but you see how far down it could come, and then a third wave ready to the upside. Essentially, after 5 waves, this entire rally would be corrected. The question I have is, okay, is it this 5-wave move, or do we incorporate another 4-5 pattern? That's what the future will tell. Either way, even if we get another higher low, this 4th wave should also be a substantial pullback, okay? So yeah, but overall, the idea is that I am tentatively bullish against the October-November low. And the projection, the next projection to the upside here points towards $1.32 to $2 pretty much. We can specify that a little bit further by taking the length of waves 1 to 3, go to the low of that 4th wave, And then you see here that the 38.2 extension level, which is going to be the first target really, it's also pointing towards round about $1.60. And that is basically in the middle of the previous target area here anyway. So I don't need to change that target area, which we talked about in one of the previous videos. Obviously, if we break substantially above $2, well, then maybe, well, the area above $10 will come into focus. But I would then rather look at the shorter time frame and not to get carried away by moon targets, okay, because I find them a bit unrealistic. Let's first see if we can get to the area between $1.30 and $2. I wouldn't really trade for anything higher than that at the moment until there is evidence for it. At the moment, we take it level by level, as always. And the movement to the upside here in the fifth wave is likely to unfold as a diagonal pattern. Yeah. This move here to the upside, actually the bear market low was probably actually here in June 22. Depends how we count this. Yeah, it's possible to put the low actually here in June 22, because that was actually the lowest point. The only question is, do I count the low here or here, and then it's truncation? Both valid options. If in June 22, then this was a wave 1 to the upside, wave 2 to the downside. We're currently in the process of forming a third wave. Then we should get a fourth wave and could then rally into that target area in a fifth wave. The third could extend quite a bit. If the third extends, the higher the third extends, the more probable it gets that we actually will reach in this fifth wave the target area. So yeah, I'll keep you updated about Doge. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.